Good morning, Pelham Road. Well, it's Storytelling Friday, and not only is it Storytelling Friday, it is also, we're getting down to just a couple of weeks left before we kind of bring Good Morning Pelham Road to an end. And so next week, we're going to start with a little Halloween emphasis. I think we're going to be starting to talk about our favorite candies, our favorite sort of Halloween candy. So there'll be some contributions you can make next week. So hope you're still out there paying attention. Today's story involves JoAnn. We have, according to her, a lot more spider webs than most people. I don't think so. I mean, I read some time ago, I may have these numbers turned around, but that in a suburb, that for an acre of land, there's like 70,000 spider webs. Anyway, they're everywhere. They are. And I had seen her on more than one occasion go to war with the old spider web, with a broom, with a mop. Sometimes I've seen her dressed and just walk right into the spider web. I mean, that's not pretty either. You know, just everything's flailing. And it's not a good feeling to walk into a spider web, all right? When you're all dressed, you're ready to go somewhere, I get it. You don't want to have to redo things. And all of a sudden you walk into the spider web and, you know, you get it and you have to stop and peel it off of you. But change the perspective for a moment. Consider if you're the spider. Now, you got up early and you started spinning this web, and you worked really hard. You anchored it to several things. You feel like you've gotten up at a good hour. The early bird gets the worm, so to speak. The early spider gets the worm, or the gnat. And so now you're sitting over there nice and pretty, just resting, because you know that a fly or a gnat or something is going to go in that, and you're going to be able to eat on this delicacy all day long. It's a beautiful web, tight, well anchored. And all of a sudden, here comes a human. You don't know what to call them. You don't know to call them humans. But here comes something big walking right into it, tearing it down. And you don't know what to do. You can't do anything with that. You can't eat them. They've destroyed your work for the whole morning. How unthoughtful of that person, just to tear up your work. But what's the spider's reaction? I mean, I know the human reaction is flailing and, golly geez, got to peel it off of us. What does the spider do, though? When all of its hard work, when all of its labor is laid aside and is all for naught, what does the spider do? Well, of course, this reminds me of a song. You know it. We all know it. Parents teach it to children, and then children grow up and teach it to their own children. It's about this incy wincy spider. Went up the water spout. Down came the rain and washed the spider out. And out came the sun and dried up all the rain, and the incy wincy spider went up the spout again. I bet you know the motions. You could probably do them. So what's the deal here? Why do we all know this song? And better yet, why do we keep passing it on to each generation? Especially when it puts spiders in such a favorable light. I mean, the spider is the hero here. Maybe we tell it because it puts the life adventure in such clear and simple terms. You see, the small creature is alive and it's looking for an adventure. It's trying to climb. It's just trying to do its daily work. You know, just going about its own business. There's a long tunnel that we call a drain pipe, and he's going up it towards the light. And the spider doesn't even think about it. He doesn't think about disaster. He just heads up that spout. And then disaster falls. Rain, flood, powerful forces. JoAnn walking through your spider web. And the spider is knocked down all the way to where it started. Now, does the spider cuss? I don't know. Does it give up? Well, that I do know. No, it doesn't. The sun comes out, clears things up, dries the spider off, and the small creature goes over to the drain pipe, looks up, and thinks, I think it's worth it. And so he starts up it again. A little wiser, probably checking the sky first, noticing if it's blue or black, because if it's black, it could be rain, but if it's blue, I got a chance. He looks for better toe holds. Maybe he says a little spider prayer. And he heads up through the mystery of light towards whatever, the future, the adventure. I know why we tell this story. I know why we sing that song. Because it's what we're called upon to do. We're not talking about spiders. We're not telling our children about spiders. We're telling our children about life. There's going to be some rain. There's going to be some high winds. There's going to be some times when some humans walk right through what you had done and they destroyed it. Don't moan, don't complain, don't lament. Just learn your lesson, rebuild. God is with the rebuilding. Have a great weekend. See you Monday.